Let that roll, bro.
Let that roll. It is rolling.
Oh, is it?
Yes. That was a beautiful intro.
Hey guys, welcome back to another N&M Productions podcast. Today we have a special guest, Elijah Buell.
Hello, Elijah.
Hey guys, it's me. Quick question, guys. You guys believe in ghosts?
Hold on, I have to do you one better. Did Snyder get a haircut?
I think so. Shout out to my guy Snyder. Always looking fresh with the haircut.
Okay, back to the ghost thing. Noah, do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in ghosts.
Why? What is your reasoning behind them?
I've had a lot of people I've known around me that have personal ghost stories. And I mean, I don't have like too many of my own, like actual real evidence to say that I believe in ghosts, but a lot of people around me, and I've seen a lot of stuff on it, so I personally believe in ghosts.
What about you, Eli?
I don't. I mean, like, I could get behind it if I'd ever experienced something where I'm like solid, like that is undoubtedly a ghost, you know? But I know, like, there's stuff where it's like, oh, that could be like some like common occurrence, you know?
No, I don't know. It's a ghost.
It's not a ghost.
Oh, whatever.
Who you
I
gonna
do
call?
personally believe in ghosts.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Yeah, no kidding. Ghostbusters here in town. Just give us a call. Eli, no input on that?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't believe in ghosts, so I personally avoided watching Ghostbusters.
Shut up. All right. Let's hop
Noah.
into it. What?
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do believe in ghouls and ghosts.
A lot?
I do really, yeah, a lot. Because I have had experiences, but like nothing like crazy. But then again, like you hear all these like stories, but why would people make up crap like that? I mean, I guess for attention.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, I've heard a lot of people that have a lot of stories.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Be one heck of a time to like see something like I've never had anything like crazy like demonic crap like you actually see in movies
That would
and stuff.
be-
It's sketchy, bro.
Oh no, I could not deal with that.
Poop would be running down my leg. Okay. Noah, you got any ghost stories?
Well, I have a few. I mean, all right. So there's this place in Springfield called the Pythian Castle,
Okay.
and they give ghost tours there. Where
A ghost tour? How are you gonna tell me ghosts are real when you're a ghost tour?
Yeah, I don't.
it's okay. It's not like a ghost tour.
Okay.
It's a ghost tour. They label it as a ghost tour, but this place is real, bro. This place was originally intended for the Knights of Pythias, which are this like Masonic. It's kind of like a Masonic or a Mason group or like anything like that. They're called the Knights of Pythias, and they basically just take in orphans and widows and anybody that doesn't.
Oh, Jesus.
And they just house them there. They house them in this castle in Springfield. It's like a castle, but it's just like this big stone building. So it was used as that for a while, and then it was used in a military base. There was like a military base there, and it was used to house POWs
That'd be pretty creepy.
in like a jail. Yeah, it was
Did you have
basically
an
used as a
experience?
jail.
Did you have an experience?
No, I mean, I'll tell you the story. So I was going there. I've been there multiple times. I've been there at least 3 times for this ghost tour.
You've been on the same ghost tour 3 times.
Yeah. It's good, bro. You
My
have.
buddy Jerry, he's back from the grave once a year. Gotta visit him.
No, okay. So, I go to this place, right? And then we go to this room. It was, I don't know what it was used for, but it was this room where they have a slideshow where they basically go through the history and they tell you the history. It was used as POW camp, blah 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 blah. And as this girl's giving this, presentation, she's standing on the opposite side of the room, and there's the entry door, just slowly goes and creaks open.
That was a really good door noise.
So this door opens out of nowhere, and this lady, the look on her face, she didn't know what was going on. The lady that was giving the presentation.
Yeah.
And so we were the only people that were in that building at that time were in that room. So, I mean, there could be an explanation like a draft or anything, or maybe it was set up for this ghost tour,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's just, it was pretty creepy. It was pretty creepy at the time.
Yeah. Eli, do you have any ghost stories or
I have like
unexplained?
one, but it's just like really lame though, because I was just like one day I was just sitting in my room, probably on like my phone or something, and I was like, I was hearing something. You know, like the sound a light makes when it's like turning on and off and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the filament is like moving around or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I'm hearing that and I'm like, what is going on? So I'm like, who is messing with the lights? So I sit there for a while and I just kind of ignore it. And then I get up and I look into my sister's room because that's where the sound is coming from. And like, she's not home. She's off with mom getting like groceries or something. I don't remember. But like, she has this dresser and it's got a thing that comes up and goes over and it has a little light over it. And this light is like flicking on and off. And I'm like, what?
Is that bulb gone or like?
Yeah, so I go in there and I'm like, what is going on? And it's flashing on and off. And I turn it off and then I like leave for like 10 minutes and then I go back and it's on again. And I'm like, what? And then like it like flashes and then stops and I'm like, okay, this is it. I gotta unplug this thing. So I go and I move the dresser and it's not even plugged in.
No way.
And I was like, no, and I just I flew out of my sister's room, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with
How
that.
old were you?
Like 10, 11, so it was still
Was
like,
it late at night too?
It was kind of like dusk-ish.
Oh no.
Oh.
It was creepy, man.
Ugh.
Oh man.
When I was younger, it was like one of the first times I got to stay home alone. I'm in my back room. It's pretty much like a gaming room. I mean, I was pretty lucky when I was a kid. And so like I'm sitting there playing, I don't know what it was, like Grand Theft Auto or something like that. And all of a sudden, I paused the game to check my phone, and all of a sudden, I just hear these loud music. And I mean, I'm home alone, so I'm thinking, shoot, bro, what is that? So I slowly get up, and I'm scared to death. I kind of slowly open the door, I listen.
What kind of music?
Oh, I don't know. It was probably like Eminem or something like that. I know it was rap. It wasn't like something weird.
Okay.
And so it was just music, and it was blasting, and I was like, oh my god, what is that? So I slowly opened the door, kind of like look around to see, because I mean, when you're 10 years old, you know, your mind's going like, somebody's in my house, dude. Like, I'm scared to death. So, you know, it's like, dude, you gotta suck it up and go like confront
you
this
gotta
guy.
be a man.
Yeah, be a man. You know, you're home alone, dude. You gotta protect this house. So I'm slowly walking towards the sound, and it's coming from. We have a living room right across that room. We have just a desk, and like you have the computer there and all that stuff. And so it was coming from that room. So I'm slowly making my way through the kitchen. I go to the hallway and I look in that room, and the computer's on. The volume's blasted, and it's just playing music from YouTube. But I was the only one home.
That's insane.
Safe to say, I turned it off. I went go turn my game off, and then I sat in that living room watching that computer. I called my mom too.
Brave,
I was like,
man, I would have been hiding in my room.
It was at night, dude. And I was like, no, yes. I was like, I waited for my mom to get home. I'm sitting there watching TV from right in my living room. I was like, no way is this about to happen. Oh, you got any others, Noah?
I mean,
Go around circle.
yeah, might as well. I mean, I've at that Pythian Castle, like I said, there. I don't know. It's an eerie feeling whenever you're in there. And my stepbrother has a story because he was in there with us on the ghost tour, and we were up in the kids dormitory kind of thing where all the kids stayed up there, the little orphan childs. So we were up there, and there's this kid named like Timmy or something that supposedly is like shows up and grabs onto your hand.
Oh no!
And so we were sitting there, my brother, and we're trying to communicate with the spirits. The tour guide's like, if there's anybody here, make your presence known. And my brother said at that time he felt something grab onto his hand. So I don't know if he's lying or not, but if I felt something grab my hand at that point, I would. Oh man.
No joke.
Yeah, and just the atmosphere there
Yeah,
at that place.
I'm sure was it hot in there too?
Yeah, because it. I mean,
They didn't have air conditioning there. Let's just say that. Right?
yeah, it was pretty.
It's a castle. I mean,
pretty
you gotta
rundown.
have it intact and crap like that.
But like just the feeling whenever you walk in there, you can just feel just like you feel like weighted down. It's
That's
it's
sketchy.
spooky.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, and especially whenever you go in the basements where the POWs were held in like prison cells. There's this one cell that was an interrogation room, and they figured it out by there's holes in the wall where the chains used to go. And they went in there. There's a German POW that was held there. So those tour guides were doing this like where he has a recorder on, so in case anything comes through.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there, and he's speaking in German, like trying to talk to it.
No way.
Yeah, trying to talk to this German POW, and I felt like we're sitting in pure black. They turned the lights off. We're sitting in there with the recorder. He's talking in German to this POW. So we're sitting in there, and I swear I felt the most like heavy pressure just come over. Like there was something right here in front of my face. I felt a pressure in my chest, like it was, pressed up against my face. It was pure black, but I swear it felt like there was something right in front of my face.
That's terrible.
And my stepmother actually felt the same thing. She said whenever she was in that room, she felt just like, pressure like against her whenever we were doing this little recording session, and it was very, very spooky.
No kidding.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I think I have about one more. That I can think about the moment.
Fire away, Noah.
Fire away. All right, so me and my sister went out to go get food, and we get the food, and we're eating it, like we pull into my driveway, and we're just chilling, eating the food, right? So I'm laid back, I'm just eating, and my sister's sitting up, and we're sitting there talking, automatically she just stops talking, like mid-sentence, and I kind of looked at her like, what's going on? And she hops out of the car and like ran inside, and I was like, I hopped out of the car and I ran inside, and I was like, whoa, what? And she was like, I swear to God, I just saw somebody sprinting from the field towards our house. I was like, no way. And so she was telling my dad this too. So me and my dad went out there to go see if anybody was there, but nobody was out there.
That is sketchy, bro.
She was like, I kid you not, it was the fastest stuff I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, no. I was like,
You got to give some background on your house.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
You gotta know.
your house is not just a
Okay.
normal house built in, like,
okay, yeah, my house is it's way, I mean, I wouldn't say way over 100 years old, but it's over 100 years old. And it was an apartment. So somebody lived on top floor, and then somebody lived on the bottom floor. And then it got sold to somebody else, and they just used it as a house, and it passed down, and it finally got to us, and we fixed it all up and stuff like that. But the house right next to us, some guy shot himself in a reclining chair. Like, the person that owned it before us,
yeah.
she was still living there when that guy killed himself.
Oh,
And
man.
so, okay, I got another one. So and then, keep going on in my house though. And then there's a field right in the back, but it's like a pretty big yard, and then there's just field. And then you got right on 2 highway.
Yeah.
And, okay, another one. It's not a personal experience, but I don't really have all that many personal experiences, but a lot of stories from other people.
Mm-hmm.
My sister said when she was 8 or 9, and that was when she first started to stay home alone. It wasn't right at it.
Mm-hmm.
She was going from the bathroom on this landing, and then she'd walk over to her room, and there's stairs right by her room, and then there's another little tiny landing through the stairs, and then there's another little tiny set of stairs. And she said right on the landing of the stairs, there was some old guy staring at her. And she ran into her room, she locked it, called my mom got home, and she said she still sees it. She can describe the old guy out of the corner of her eye.
Oh,
she said
man.
she said she hadn't seen him in a little while, but when she was younger, she used to see him all the time. And then she said it really didn't start not to get any creepy because it kind of felt comforting at the same time. But the guy that shot himself in that recliner was an old guy and crap like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'd be scared to death if someone was doing that. But she said,
okay.
yeah, she could just describe him.
So my grandpa's house in Colombia.
Yeah.
We used to live there before I moved here, and we would go there all the time. And I got me and Keenan used to have to we would sleep in the living room that's downstairs because it's 2 stories. So you get downstairs and you come down the spiral stairs, and there's like 3 normal walls, and then there's one giant wall that is 2 glass sliding doors.
Oh,
so the
okay.
whole wall is like a window that is looking out into a forest.
Whoa.
I don't like that.
So we hadn't been over in a while, and me and Keenan are over, like the family's over, and we're sleeping in that room, bro. And it's a full moon. So the light is shining through the trees and stuff
like
into the
that.
window, casting shadows on us. And me and Keenan are up because we're hearing things like a scratching like around us, and that could be like an animal or something, you know.
Yeah.
Until we don't know what it was. We see something fly by the wall. I kid you not. It goes, and then we're like, what is going on? Like I'm like, Keenan, get up, bro. Like it's going down, man. And so we were sitting there, and I'm like, Keenan, I saw something, okay? And we're sitting there, and we just hear like we hear like a laughing, bro. And I don't know if it's like an animal call or something, but it's like a 10-year-old kid. It sounds like laughing, you know. And we are freaking out, bro. So
no.
at the end of the night, we were sleeping behind the couch. So it was sketchy, man.
Oh, man.
I got one more. I think this is it. They're just rolling at this point. If you've ever heard of sleep paralysis,
Have you?
I think I've had it once.
Oh my god.
I don't think
bro.
I was dreaming.
That'd
I
be
vividly
terrifying.
remember everything. So I kind of like opened up my eyes. I don't know if I could have moved or what, but you know, I'm just kind of like, yo, I'm really tired. I feel like going to bed again. And all of a sudden I see this shadow, because at the time I only had like white drapes over the window that I sleep next to. And so I'm thinking it's a car, right? So, you know, I kind of look over at the shadow thinking, oh, it's just a car going by. But it was like middle of the night, and so I was like, that's kind of weird. And then I kind of like see something, like just sitting there, and I was kind of just like, I can't move, or I could, I don't know. But I couldn't, I wasn't moving, and I kind of just see something looking at me, and like the shadow kept getting closer and closer, and so I finally just closed my eyes and was just hoping I'd fall asleep again. And I finally did fall asleep, and I remember it vividly. Like, it was scary.
I've never personally had sleep paralysis, but Keenan used to have it all the time, like a couple years ago. So for anyone who doesn't know, sleep paralysis is when you wake up and your eyes are open and you're conscious, but you're in between like being completely conscious and dreaming. So your mind still thinks you're in a dream. So you start to see things and you can't move your body. So Keenan used to have that like often, and he would tell me like he would like be on his big old bed in his room, and he'd be laying on his back, and he'd wake up, and like he would just look around, and at first he doesn't see anything, but he knows it's there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, he says it's terrifying, and he would like lock eyes with it for hours.
Hours.
Yes, he had, and he would say he would have to stare at it or it would move closer to him.
Oh my goodness, bro.
He said it was the scariest thing of his life.
No joke.
That would be.
Wake
That would be.
up and he would like run to like mom and dad and stuff, and he'd be in like cold sweats. Oh,
That's terrifying.
Stuff that I actually could believe in. Like, I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's not
It
ghosts. That's
actually
demonic.
happens, dude.
Yeah.
Sleep paralysis, dude.
You know they have a name for it, but you know you're just seeing.
Yeah.
I've never had sleep paralysis, but I sleepwalk a lot, and I used to sleep talk.
I did too.
Oh, you have a sleepwalk or sleep talk?
I don't sleepwalk, but I used to scare my mom to death because instead of like sleepwalking or like sleep talking or something, I giggle in my sleep.
Oh my goodness.
I still do it to this day sometimes. Because my mom is like, she's like a light sleeper and she has like trouble sleeping sometimes. So she would just be up in the middle of the night and she hears one of her children giggling, bro. And she's freaking out. So.
Alright, know what's going on?
Well, I sleepwalk. I don't know if I do it anymore today, but I have in the past. And I was staying in my dad's camper one time. We were up at the Christian Men's Clinic I don't know if Noah was with us that time, but we're at this little retreat sort of thing, and we were staying in a camper camping, and apparently I woke up, and I don't know if this was creepy or not, but it was pretty odd sounding whenever I heard it that it happened. So I was sleepwalking. I got up out of my bed in the camper, and I opened the camper door, and my cousin woke up at that point because he's sleeping on the couch in the camper, and he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm going to get my knife." And I don't know if I was dreaming about something or what, but I mean, I carry a pocket knife around with me, like wherever I go. I mean, it's just useful to have, but whether I was talking about that or what, I don't know, but it was sketchy to hear after the fact. I was like, what was I talking about? And I've said some pretty, I can't remember like specific stories. My parents could probably tell, but I've said some pretty sketch things whenever I was sleep talking and sleepwalking.
Only every time I ever sleepwalk, I just took a shower, went back to bed, and my mom asked me, "Who took a shower at 6 o'clock in the morning?" It was this summer, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know." And I was like, then I realized, oh my god, I think I had a dream about me showering, and then I woke up, right, and I was like, I thought I was sweating really bad, but I think it was all like water. Yeah, and I was like, oh, that was me. I think I was sleepwalking. I must have been. I don't know. That was weird though. Anybody else got anything?
I don't think so.
You guys watch any like ghost TV shows?
I used to watch Ghost Adventures when I was little.
My mom watches those. That's just, I don't believe in those. Those are all fake.
Yeah, like they get so crazy, you know, and they always have like a new place that has like, oh, this place has got a rich history of like being paranormal, so we're gonna have to investigate it. Let's get in there. And somehow they always manage to find something, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Isn't it?
I don't believe
Galloway said that like somebody that she knew that does like the recordings for Ghost Adventures, and they didn't.
Oh, yeah.
It's all fake
Wasn't
and
that
staged.
Snyder?
Yeah,
Was it Snyder?
Yeah, I think it was
Oh, Snyder?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Yeah, because they took he said they took like a video recording of the hobo.
Yeah. That's
Oh, yeah, that's what it was, yeah. Yeah, that's all
funny.
fake.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but I used to, and I was like, you know what? I don't think this is actually the real deal. Now I just watched BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Oh, yeah.
I love those because
Good
like
grief.
one of them just really doesn't believe in it, and like I don't know, it's funny.
Yeah.
I can't think of any others I had.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it. Thank you guys for listening to today's podcast with Elijah Buell.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, no problem.
No problem. We'll see you next time. But I'll ask you this one question. Do you believe in ghosts?